Oh man.
Oh no! Careful around the eyes. Oh god! Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Vu, and you're watching The Hot Seat, a Hot Wings interview show brought to you by the Valley Church. Today, we're joined by our campus minister, David Lawson. Dave, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Of course. Now, I know you've had your fair share of wings, but how are you feeling about today's lineup?
So I've watched a lot of videos in preparation for this. I've seen some reactions, and I definitely want to, show up strong. But I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
How do you do with spicy foods overall?
I like spicy food. I don't like it if it just burns your mouth. I like having the taste still. So I like spicy food, but I'm a little apprehensive about some of these sauces here.
You're telling me. I mean, this is my first time with a lot of these sauces too, so I guess we're gonna brave this journey together. Are you ready to start with the first wing?
Let's do it.
All right, let's dive in.
All right.
Cheers.
All right. That's nothing.
Starting light. So let's start with your roots. I know you proudly rep the city of Philadelphia. As a man born and raised in the 267, what is something about your hometown that most people wouldn't know?
267 is not where I was from. I was from the 215. Something that people wouldn't know about Philadelphia. I think just the type of people that make that city up. It is a hard-working, blue-collar town that is kind of in the shadow of New York. It's kind of like the stepbrother that no one really likes. There's a song that we will chant at the different sporting games called "No One Likes Us and We Don't Care." And so it's a city that's used to adversity and pushing through despite the odds. So I think that's something that most people don't know when they think about Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely show that character about you sometimes, and we definitely love that about you. I read that in 1988, the Philadelphia Eagles assisted in building the world's largest Philly cheesesteak, about the length of a football field. Is that true?
It sounds true. I don't specifically remember that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Cheesesteak is obviously the best sandwich in the world. I don't care what anyone says, and they're better. They're only good in Philadelphia. Anywhere else, it's just a pale imitation.
Do you have a go-to order?
You go to Whiz Wit. That's what you go. So my place was Frank's, and you get Whiz Wit. Just cheese whiz with the grilled onions. That's it. That's all you need. Nothing else.
Nice. And where does the cheesesteak rank among popular Philadelphian cuisine?
That's a great question because there's a lot. For me personally, I would say it's in the upper echelon. It's top 5. I'd say probably like solid 5. There are other things that I like. Scrapple would be one, if anyone knows what that is. There's pork rolls. Pork rolls are incredible. Philadelphia has a lot of great food. It's one of the things that I miss about being there. It's just the cuisine and all the different ethnic cuisines. There's a lot of Europeans. And even now, though, there's a lot of immigrants coming in from Latin America, from Africa, and so you're getting a whole new wave of food influxing into the city. So it's pretty cool.
Nice, a great melting pot.
Yeah,
sounds good. All right, moving on.
Okay. All right, what's this one?
I believe we got the, what is it, Pirate's Lantern?
Pirate's Lantern. The first one was nothing. Let's see how this is.
Was that mustard? Pretty good. So I hear you were a lead actor back in high school. What got you into acting, and are there any productions that hold a special place in your heart?
There are. That's really good, actually. I might just buy that myself. So yes, I did a fair amount of acting in high school. So what got me into it, and I'm sorry, my wife is here in the audience now, was a girl. Actually, it wasn't my wife. There was a girl that I had a crush on. My plan was to play football and to just do that. and I was all set to try out for the team. But there was a girl that I had a crush on who was auditioning for the play, and so I just came to watch her audition. And while I'm sitting in the audience, the director actually asked me, he's like, can you sing? I was like, nope. He's like, can you dance? I'm like, nah. So he's like, all right, go to the next room to the music director. And so she had me do whatever. I guess it was good enough to be in the chorus of the show. So that's how I got started. And then from there, I actually wanted to become the lead actor in all the different plays we would do. And then I had musicals too, oddly enough. And so do I have a special show? It would actually be that first one. That first one was Hello, Dolly. It's a musical from, I don't know, 1950, about the 1920s, whatever. So very old-fashioned, kind of corny musical, but it holds a special place in my heart. Just that was where I got to start, my big break, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I never expected that from you, but you were just a man full of surprises, aren't you?
Yeah. People will come to me and say, you play football, right? And I'll say, it looks like I would, but no, it was all acting. So, but if I didn't do acting, I probably wouldn't have met my wife because I wouldn't have liked musicals the way I do now. So God has a plan.
Wow, what an unexpected turn. Love it. All right, let's move on to the next wing.
All right. So the first, I feel like I'm being set up. I feel like the first two were really easy, and it's gonna get bad now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're gonna find out together.
I also know I'm eating more of the wing than you are. I just wanna say
I gotta get through the bite quick and get to the next question. You know what I mean? All right, so fast forward a few years, and you're in Los Angeles now. How old were you when you moved out here?
Sorry, I'm still chewing.
All good. I'm getting the jump on you.
I was 13. That was a little too much. I was 13 when we moved out here. So we moved out here in '94, the fall of '94, and it was right after the North Quake.
Wow.
So we were the only family moving into California at the time. Everyone else was leaving California. So.
Wow, okay. And so you joined the wonderful Valley Church here, made this place your home. And then you got married. What's the story with that? How did you meet your wife?
Yeah. Actually,
yeah, it does, right? So it's kind of creepy. I feel it too.
It's on my tongue. It's not bad, but it's definitely
it's there.
It's a preview.
Yeah.
How do you know my wife? So I met her at church, of course. And we actually met in high school. I was 16 and she was 17. And I came to a Bible talk, a teen Bible talk. It was my first event ever at the church. And she was there, and I met her, but she was too cool for me. She was kind of, she was a senior, I was a junior. She was already in her little group of friends. I was the new guy coming in. So she had no interest in me at that point. So fast forward a couple years, we were both in the campus ministry, and that's probably when I started to realize, I think I catch some feelings for her. And so, we built a friendship over a couple of years, and we both liked different people over different periods of time, and then eventually we're like, hey, I think this might actually be something. And so we started dating. It's like keep on. I'm trying to think of like numbers now. We started dating 2000. We started dating in 2000. Right? 2001. We can fix that, folks. Don't worry. 2001 is when we started dating.
Awesome. And is it true that you used to give blood to help pay for some of your dates? Tell us a story about that.
It's partially true. I gave plasma. But yes, I would go twice a week. So part of it was because I was poor, and I just needed money anyway. I was working full time, but all that money was going to rent and food.
Yep.
And so if I wanted to do anything else, either take someone out on a date or just go see a movie or whatever, just have a little extra money so I wasn't like freaking out. I gave plasma twice a week. Try.
Good.
I gave plasma twice a week. That was the max you could go. And I would get $20 a pop. And so, but that was actually only like $17, so I had to pay the bus fare too to get there.
Man.
So,
so
I would use that money to take her out on dates, and something that she remembers very fondly was that when we first started dating, we would share our meals. Right? We'd get a plate of something and we would share it. For her, it was very romantic. It was very much like, wow, he's letting me take part in this. And what she didn't know is I was just poor. I could only afford one plate.
But she didn't need to know that.
She didn't know that then. But when we got married, all of a sudden that stopped, and she was wondering why. And I told her, well, I was poor, and now not get out her own food.
Take a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's true. I did give plasma twice a week.
Well, you hear it, folks. Love finds a way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's move on to our fourth wing. What do we got here? We got the Black Garlic Carolina Reaper. Oh my goodness.
That's the hottest pepper, right? The Carolina Reaper.
It's up there. Yeah, I think it might be either like the two spot. There we go. All right, gotta keep my cool. All right.
Oh yeah, it's back in the throat.
Yeah. Let's take a sip real quick.
Okay.
Just let it sink in. All right. So, which job did you love the most before you became a minister? And what do you think eventually convinced you to serve and start working for the church? See a little tear.
Yeah, it's a little, it like builds.
Mm-hmm.
At first I thought it was like weaker than the last one, but oh yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
My favorite job, be in church.
Yeah. You're here. You're here.
My favorite job would probably be Starbucks. Yeah. Oh, it smells great.
What'd you do at Starbucks?
I was a barista. Well, I wound up being a store manager ultimately. My favorite job at Starbucks was just to be a barista. There was something very fun just about working behind the bar, making people's drinks, interacting with the customers, and
I'm feeling it too, man.
when you breathe in, it's like it's hotter.
That's exactly what happened to me just now.
So yeah, there's something talking about the customers and just having a good time with them. When I started at Starbucks, now they have the stickers. They put the sticker on there and has your drink written on the side.
Right.
When I started, you would have to actually call out the order. So you would say, Daniel, Grande Vanilla Latte, you shout out to the person at the bar, and then I would respond, make sure that they confirm I heard it. And you have to just do it off of memory.
Wow.
And so we were just cranking them out all day, just making drinks, and it was just fun. You met really cool people, and had some really good interactions, and just spent some time together. I don't know what to say anymore. That's hot. Yeah, so it was that was probably my favorite job outside of being in ministry.
Wow. And then eventually transitioning into the ministry, what do you think allowed you to take the leap?
To take the leap into ministry?
Yeah.
I think for me, being campus minister, I'm not obviously young. I'm not old, so I felt like kind of like a nice go-between between the older generation and the younger generation. I felt like I was close enough to both to understand the perspectives and the different hopes and dreams and desires, to where hopefully I could help bridge that divide, because I think there's a lot of tension between those two groups, either in church or politically, socially, whatever. And I like to try to find the commonalities between the two and help them see that way, working together, they're better off than being separate. It's hot, man.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen you use your guidance and your wisdom from the years to be able to guide us, but then also seeing you be able to bridge our ideas and push those into the way that you've done ministry as well has been very effective and super encouraging to see. So really appreciate you for being that bridge.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun.
All right. So moving on to our fifth wing. I'm super scared about this one too. This one is The Bomb Beyond Insanity. This is the one I've been dreading the most. So let's dive right into it.
This is the one that usually breaks people.
Yeah,
people are
absolutely.
pretty good.
You were tough before this?
Like I feel like I can go home now. It's a little hot. I feel like I go home though, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
This one I'm afraid of.
Yep. So let's hit cheers on this one.
All right. There we go.
Oh.
Smoky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I feel like that one wasn't made to taste good.
No. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's just fat. taste bad too.
Yeah. Let me switch to the water.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a second. Lord, give me strength. Woo! All right. Dave, I'm excited for this segment. We've reached the segment of the show where we're gonna pull a few pictures out from the archives.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get to tell the story behind them. Do your best. I know your mouth's on fire right now. But take a look at this picture. So it seems like you're doing a little bit of a modeling gig here. How'd you get pulled into this? Take your time.
Yeah, so when you're on campus, sometimes you're hanging around school and random people will ask you to do something. Hey, what, you free? Want to do something right now? And so, oh man.
Oh no! Careful around the eyes. Oh god!
So yeah, you were asking about the picture. So I was hanging out on campus, and they asked me like, "Hey, like, are you free to do something?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Because when you're on campus, you don't really question things; you just do it. And so I go into this room, and there's these people there, and they pose us in this position, and they take this picture, and we all ask what it's for. And they say, "Oh, we're just gonna make some marketing material for the high schools when we do career days or college days or whatever." Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not great. And so that's what it was. Didn't think anything of it. Fast forward to a few years later, we're having midweek. We're having a church service at like a community center. It wasn't like our normal church. We were at a community center, and someone found.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
It was just burp, not vomit. So they found a stack of these things, and they bring them in, and they go, "What is this?" And sure enough, it's this photo here. We start passing around. Everyone's like, "Oh, look at Dave!" So now my wife, she saved one for posterity. So it's a brief stint in modeling for me.
I have just a small question. What happened to this girl's face, and why is it scratched out?
I think that has something to do with my wife. Yeah, I think she was like, "That girl's too pretty" or something. I don't know. She was too close to me. That's what it was. So a brief moment because that wasn't me. But yeah, that's what that picture is.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, next picture here. Tell me what is going on. What's with the facial hair drawing? Where are you at?
That's actually a fun day. We were across the street at Mason Park. Okay, I'm doing good now.
All right, doing good.
We were at Mason Park. We did like a fair, like a public fair and carnival kind of deal. So we had like booths with games set up and things of that nature. And so myself and Brian Castro were doing face painting. And so we got bored and we decided that we were going to do something on ourselves. So we drew ourselves mustaches. And so I went with the trucker handlebar mustache. I thought it made me look very tough, macho. So that's what we were doing that day.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Killing the look.
Yeah.
And the final picture here. Definitely a beautiful family moment.
Yeah.
What year was this? Who were they playing? Did you win?
Yes, this was the Chargers versus the Eagles. It was the first game the Chargers played. Well, it wasn't the first game they played here, but it was when they moved here to LA. And so this was the Home Depot Center at the time. I don't know what it's called now. So we went there, and gosh, the year I couldn't tell you. It was, I think, the year before they won the Super Bowl, so 90. Get things straight.
17?
17 maybe, or
You guys won in 18, right?
yeah. So I can't think of numbers.
You're doing
It
great.
comes back. If it goes away,
Yeah.
and then
you take a deep breath, and all of a sudden it's hot again.
And so we went to the game, and we were like right in the end zone. But the stadium is so small that no matter where you were at, your seats were incredible. Like you could see the players, like you could see their faces, the details on them, and everything. And so we went there, and it was the first game that I took Teresa to and Logan to. We all had matching jerseys, and it was a good time. They won dominantly too. And what was great was there was significantly more Eagles fans there than Chargers fans. So it felt like a home game for us. And so, you know, we're high-fiving strangers and we're singing the Eagles fight song and just having a good time. And that was a very good year for us, and it was a very good game.
How was Logan feeling? Was he hyped?
Yeah. He's my number one Eagles fan, man. He listens to me and watches it. And, you know, he knows the players, so, you know, some of them at least. So yeah, he and I like to watch the Eagles together.
Definitely must be a proud dad.
Yeah, enjoy that thing. You gotta raise them right, man. They can't be Cowboys fans.
No hate to our Cowboys fans out there. We love you too, but
I don't know about that.
I'll speak for myself.
That was Daniel's comment.
All right, Dave. As we move on to the last wing, we're reaching the summit of Mount Scoville here today. Not only has this wing been tossed in the bomb beyond insanity, but it will be joined today by none other than the Last Dab.
Yeah.
So according to the Emmy-nominated web personality Sean Evans, aka the host of Hot Ones, the Last Dab is called the Last Dab because it's tradition on their show to put a little bit extra sauce on your last wing. Now you don't have to. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my due diligence.
Give it a good shake first.
Yeah. All right. Let me give it a shake.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
There it is. A little extra.
This one's like 2 million Scovilles, right?
Yeah, upwards.
Is that like just like, I mean, like it's like licking the sun?
It's gonna feel worse. It's gonna feel worse. Let me tell you. Give it a good drop. Yeah, that's textbook right there. All right.
You know what's funny is I'm not even doing it myself. This is my idea.
This was your idea. Yep.
So
I don't want to have any hard feelings against you after this. But
are you gonna eat the whole wing this time? I'm just saying. I just want to get clear that
I need to be able to talk after this, Dave. You're putting me on blast, but I need to be able to speak. All right, let's do it.
Right, here we go.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, there it is. When it mingles with like the fluids, it's when it gets the worst.
Yeah. No. You're doing better than me. I'm so proud of you. You made it to the end.
Yeah.
And I have a little challenge for you. With your mouth on fire right now, I need you to, in front of everybody right now, recite the Shema in Hebrew from memory as much as you can. Take that last sip and go.
Oh man. All right. I'm asking for forgiveness from anyone who actually speaks Hebrew. I'm not a native Hebrew speaker. I'm trying to learn, so bear with me. Oh man, here it comes. Okay, I'm gonna get it out fast. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. That's it. Oh yeah, here it comes.
All right.
Good.
We made it through.
Good.
We've crossed the bridge and we've made it to the end. Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you.
Under pressure from unholy amounts of spice, you lifted up God's name regardless of the circumstances. Anything you'd like to say, watching to the people out there? This camera.
Thanks for hosting us. This is a terrible idea. No one should ever do this willingly. That being said, I will ask anyone who's interested in doing it, come find me. You can have a seat here. Talk to Daniel. He's going to do it again, believe it or not. I'm not. But we'd love to have you guys take part in this as well and try this out. So it was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot.
To everyone out there watching, make sure to follow us on all of our social media at the Valley Church, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be posting more videos like this and a lot of other fun stuff in the future.